Somewhere at the intersection of mathematics, modern physics, and history, there's a pattern most people never stop to notice. It shows up in the constants that govern our universe, in the machinery inside your own cells, and in a historical event that still doesn't have a clean explanation. What if the universe isn't a chaotic accident? What if it's running on a blueprint? One that points toward a conscious creator. Today, we're breaking down 3 of the strongest arguments for Christianity. Not through emotion, and not through tradition, but through math, physics, and documented history. By the end, you'll see how each one stands on its own, and how, together, they become a lot harder to dismiss. Let's start with the code written into creation itself. Nature is full of patterns that look almost mathematical. The seeds of a sunflower spiral, or the scales of a pine cone, according to a real numerical sequence, the Fibonacci sequence, one so consistent that mathematicians have studied it for centuries. Count the spirals on a pine cone, and you'll find 2 sets running in opposite directions. Almost always 8 one way, 13 the other. Consecutive numbers in the same sequence. Scale up to the atmosphere itself, and the spiral arms of a hurricane trace the same pattern. A structure emerging not from design on paper, but from raw physical forces organizing themselves according to the same mathematical law. But the real mystery is bigger than any spiral. Physicists call it the fine-tuning problem. There's a set of fundamental constants baked into reality. The strength of gravity, the force binding atomic nuclei together, the rate the universe expands. And here's what stops physicists in their tracks. If even a few of these numbers were off by a fraction of a percent, stars couldn't form. Atoms couldn't bond. Chemistry and life itself would be impossible. This isn't a fringe idea. Physicist after physicist has pointed out how staggeringly precise this calibration is. Some propose a multiverse to explain it away. Others look at the exact same evidence and see something else entirely.